There are those who would like to see you fail in your journey. That's not going to happen on my watch. Let's go.
Can we stop for ice cream, Bart? Can we stop for ice cream? Oh, it's the Max! Ho 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 ho! The Portland Light Rail system, the Max, and that's what it actually looks like. How sweet! So end of May, June, July, and now we're into August, so...
That was the longest night of my life.
And we're back. It's American Truck Simulator. Welcome to 2020. It has been quite some time. We are in Vegas and we are about to head off on American Truck Simulator. We're heading to Portland, Oregon, one of my favourite cities in the world. So let's get into it.
There are those who would like to see you fail in your journey. That's not going to happen on my watch. Let's go.
Oh, how good's that? The voice of Morgan Freeman. I should talk about the voices and whatnot is going on as we depart. Now this has been the first time in such a long time, probably turn that off for the moment, that I've played American Truck Sim. I'm just using the controller for the moment, as I'm just testing with my new setup. How do we get out of here? Oh no. We've done the usual thing of I don't know how to get out of the full lock. I've done the usual thing of I don't know how to get out of the distribution center. See, nothing's changed. We are in Vegas. It's just before 10 p.m. We're on our way to Portland, Oregon, one of my favorite cities in the world. So we'll head out now. Well done. Now we'll turn right.
Turn right.
Thank you, Morgan. Morgan Freeman. Oh. Hey, Morgan, got any suggestions? What have I done? Oh, I've gone too tight. This is not a great start. Alright, now we should be good now. What were we saying about failure and whatnot? So it has been...
In 0.1 miles. Turn right.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I can't remember off the top of my head. It has been well over a year, maybe maybe a little bit longer, maybe a year and a half, since I've played American Truck Simulator, and there's been a lot of changes since then. Now, one of those changes has become automatically obvious already, the use of voice navigation and how that is now possible. That is awesome. That is a...
Continue straight.
Hang on. Okay, I'll continue straight, but I've got to worry about this red light up here. Now that is an awesome game changer and something that, you know, could have been in the game a few years ago. But having said that, you know, technology has changed a lot since, you know, since this game has started, or since American Truck Simulator started. Of course, there's been lots of updates, but if I compare it to something like Train Simulator, as a classic example that you can also find across Simulated Erk, there's been different versions of that released and different names to coincide with the years, like Train Simulator 17, 18, 19, etc. But American Truck Simulator's never been known, has never been known to have, you know, American Truck Simulator 15, 16, 17, 18. It's just always, you know, for as long as I've been playing it, just simply American Truck Simulator. Of course, we've... I've got to remember not to speed, that's right. It's been a while. I just can't drive this like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. So there's been developments, there's been all that sort of stuff, but there hasn't been a new version. Whereas with Train Simulator, for instance, there's Train Simulator and there's Train Sim World, which is actually put out by the same company. But those two games are vastly different. Train Simulator rather, carries on from, you know, year on year on year on year on year.
Continue straight.
Thanks, Morgan. Whereas Train Sim World is a newer title, and already they've gone from the original version to their second major version. They're just releasing Train Sim World 2 in mid-August as I'm recording this episode. It's just about ready to come out. So the last time I played American Truck Sim, there was no voice navigation standard within the game. Now there may have been mods, but standard in the game, standard American Truck Sim now is navigation. Now for some people who are maybe have played it for a while or been watching other videos, this might not be a new fact to you. It's a new fact to me. I was only watching a Jeff Valviano video from I guess it was a few months ago, and it's like, oh, this has got voice navigation, and so I did a bit of googling, and I'm like, oh, this is standard. Sweet.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Okay. You're the man, Morgan Freeman.
Turn left.
Okay. We'll go into the intersection, watching out for the cars. Now, I can't go where those X's are. However, oh, he's letting me through. Thank you, mate. But those cars can come at me through those X's. So, yeah. The ability to have voice navigation, especially with how confusing the map can be, is awesome because, and I can imagine, especially as a truckie, you're not constantly looking at the screen. Can I sneak out? Okay, I'll snake out and let these guys go out because I give them the opportunity to. Yeah, the voice nav is standard. Mr. Morgan Freeman, however, is not standard. He is a mod that somebody has did. All these mods that are in today's game are available via the Steam Workshop within game, and then they are, you know, downloaded and whatever. Now, the most obvious mod that I have installed so far that we've already heard from is the Morgan Freeman mod. You can get just a standard Google type voices standard within game. But Mr. Morgan Freeman is a mod. There's another one, Big Arnie Schwarzenegger. That's another one. I might try that on a different episode, having Big Arnie as my voice. Go to the chopper. What do you mean you missed the turn-off, you idiot? Although that was starting to be a little...
Continue straight.
Thank you, Morgan. That was starting to be a little bit of Ren and Stimpy. I have... there's a graphics mod that I'm running, and also different road textures, so the roads may look a little bit different. Plus, as I said, there's been lots of changes since the last time that I've done this. So that's cool. If I encounter some of the other mods that I've installed, I'll let you know. I'm not necessarily going to do a list at the moment. I will reference the Morgan Freeman one though. Another one we're keeping a lookout for is one which deals with the different police and emergency vehicles in games. Someone's modified those so they look a little bit more realistic. They're not the generic ones, which basically look the same, doesn't matter where you are. A similar another one for buses. There's real life signs and advertising, that sort of thing. Looks like we might have some traffic up ahead. Speaking of advertising, let's have a look. Real petrol stations is supposed to be one. I'm not sure if this is actually one of them, but this is a good space to pull off. Apparently there's been lots of improvements with the so we'll turn the engine off and we'll hang on. I forget keyboard commands and whatnot, so we are in the service station. Now I'm just trying to, well, I've started the engine, lights on. Whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but here we are. Hello, baby girl. Hello. Hi, baby girl. Oh, you're a good baby girl. Look at you. Yes, baby girl. Hello. This is Meow Cam for the very first time. Hello, Meow. Meow, the camera's behind you. There we go. There we go. That's a good Meow. You gonna disappear now, are you? Yep, there we go. There's Meow. She's gone. She has gone. Meow has gone. And now we can go back to the game. Oh, look at you, baby girl. It's meow meow Cam. What are you eating, baby girl? What are you eating? You got some cat food from the bathroom? You eating some biscuits? I think that's what you're doing, are you, baby girl? Eating some biscuits. Are you alright? Yes, don't press any buttons like you took a screenshot the other day, baby girl. Although that was quite funny. I wish I had Meow Cam then, but I didn't. But I do now, and you're disappearing. Okay, bye now. Just one of many changes that I have made during my time off, and also getting back into the swing of Simulated Erk. Changing studios for anyone who isn't aware. I've moved. I've about 2 to 3 hours north of Sydney now in Newcastle, so that's pretty sweet. Living in an apartment life, bachelor life. It's just myself and Meow. It's all pretty sweet. Anywho, let's get back in the truck because this delivery isn't going to make itself. Let's get back into the truck and let's get on and do some serious driving. 10:15, slow start, but just getting back into the swing of things of being in the truck. 10:15 now. Still just under 1,000 miles to go. Now we're obviously not going to be able to do all of that on in one shift. Hang on, still working out my controls. There we go. We'll just spend our time here in the right lane, just keeping right, keeping out of the way. Speed limit's 80 now, so we can speed up and hopefully maintain that as we head west towards Oregon. Head good old Portland. 74. Still haven't got up to speed just yet. I am one of the reasons. I wouldn't say this is the reason that I'm experimenting. Look at the moon out the left hand side. You might be able to see it in a minute. One of the reasons why there's experimenting and, you know, making sure that settings are right, is because not only has it been a while since I've used this program and that sort of thing, I'm using a whole heap of other programs to record Simulated Erk, etc. Oh, I've got roadworks up here. Also, I've got a 49-inch monitor now, so I've got the game running in the middle and a couple of programs that I'm using for video production on either side. So we just have to wait our turn. Can't really see a lot. There's a bit of a queue. As we're waiting to go through here. I can't really go anywhere if there's roadworks, can I? They can honk as much as they want, but they're in the same situation I'm in. I'm just there before them. So I remember the first few times I played American Truck Simulator, there weren't dynamic events like that roadwork, but having stuff in the game does increase the immersion and things like that, and makes it way cool to you know, just know that yes, you can drive this road 100 times, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same. Probably should give this guy a little bit more room. I've been driving simulator trains for that long that I'm not really used to being in the truck sim again. So hence the reason why I'm just using the controller for the moment. I'm actually waiting on a flight yoke so I can start flight simming. So that is going to be cool. Microsoft Flight Simulator's just been released. I'm going to start with X-Plane and then
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
okay, up here. Thank you, Morgan. I was thinking you may have gone to sleep on me.
Turn right.
Okay. Which is weird because that guy can go straight ahead through the magical X's, but I can't. Swing the truck, swing the truck, swing the truck. There we go. But there's been a lot of improvements. Apparently there were some improvements to Vegas. We didn't really say it. We'll have to drive into Vegas at one stage maybe to find that out. The graphics are great. I don't know if that's because of the graphics mod that I'm using, but it's looking pretty cool. Also probably my new monitor. Can we stop for ice cream, Bart? Can we stop for ice cream? You know, having a new monitor may help with some of that. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of train sim lately, so I'm not used to the whole, you know, driving a truck on a simulated road in the wrong side of the road compared to how I would drive in Australia. And having said that, I'm not doing a lot of driving. I'm not doing a lot of driving either. Now, when we have our next sleep, or when I see a service station, we're going to have to actually check when the last episode of American Truck Sim that I actually played was, just for my own curiosity. I'm pretty sure that it would have been before I changed my role at my regular place of employment in the real world. So that was last year, April 2019. And it was probably before that. I now have a scooter, or what some people might call a moped. Had that for over a year now. And so here I was going into motorcycle 101 school with a hired moped against all these people that have ridden dirt bikes for many years, but I didn't have to do as much because I was on the scooter. So that's all I want. I was using the scooter basically to go from my old house to the train station. Now, as I'm recording this, I'm about a week and a half away from going to start at a new location at my place of employment, and I purposely decided that I wanted to be close to my place of employment so I wouldn't have to commute. So now I'm a 300 metre walk, about a 3-minute walk away from my place of employment. So it's just after 6 AM now on Thursday. Now it's saying that we're estimated to arrive at the moment at just after 11 PM. I'm going to have a sleep at some stage, so that won't be happening. That's just the current estimate. Have to remember that this is a small town and I should slow down. I don't want the popo to have interest in my activities. I'm actually doing under the speed limit for a change. So I'm a very short walk from my place of employment, so very rarely now am I even driving my car, whereas before I was driving up to an hour each way on the commute. Now I basically don't have a commute. I'll sometimes drive the car if I need to pick up something big. We've got some more road work up here. If I need to pick up something big, I can alright, there's our truck. We can go back in the cab. Now we're going on the left hand side of the road. I feel better now. So yeah, just the whole driving thing, I haven't been doing a lot of it in the car. So yeah, driving the truck sim is a lot more different than usual. But it's nice to have everything set up. It's going to be so nice to be able to walk to my real place of employment. I've got a great view of Newcastle Harbour. I've got some friends that are close by that I can call upon easily if needed. Apart from this whole global pandemic thing that I'm not going to keep on going on about, because who knows when you're watching this. But overall, things are good. I'm back on the road, one way or another. Lots of farms around, so I'm back into Farm Simulator, updated to Farm Simulator 19. We were talking about different models of different games, and massive difference between Farm Sim 17 and Farm Sim 19, which I'm now using, so that's cool. After this, or soon, I'm going to have a new episode of Euro Truck Sim, so I can make sure that that's working a-okay before we get back into series with that. What I'm thinking when I set my now this isn't urgent, but when I set my steering wheel back up and my pedals, I'm going to have probably about a week, I'd reckon, you know, this is down the track. I've got some training to do for about a month at my real place of employment, and then after that things will settle down a bit, hopefully. I'll probably have a week where I'll have the pedals set up, and then during that time I can whack through some episodes of Euro Truck Sim, American Truck Sim, Fern Bus Coach Simulator, Tourist Bus Simulator, which I haven't played yet, and also Bus Simulator 18. Speaking of Bus Simulator 18, they announced a new bus simulator coming out sometime in 2021 called, with the imaginative title of Bus Simulator 21.
Keep right.
Okay, thank you, Morgan. The man never slopes, Morgan Freeman. If there's one guy that you'd like to narrate your life for you, Morgan Freeman I had the wrong indicator on. Morgan Freeman would be it, I reckon. You'd know you're in all sorts of trouble if you got Samuel L. Jackson to narrate your life for you. How are we going in that mirror? We're looking good. Oops. So we're on State Route 6. We must need to rest up soon. So yeah, just one week or maybe 2 weeks, who knows, where I can just get out a few,
Left. And pin. Turn left.
where I can just whack out the driving games, like the truck sims, the bus sims. I was saying about Bus Simulator 21, that's going to feature some double-decker buses, and it's going to be set in basically the San Francisco area. So the double-decker buses, though, they look more English than American. So why the game wasn't set in England somewhere, although they're probably trying to appeal to the American market, I'm not sure, or have a choice and say, would you like to drive in America or would you like to drive in Europe? I mean, if I'm driving the double-decker buses, hell yeah, I'd like to be in London or, you know, the UK, somewhere in England, driving the double-decker buses that look like double-decker buses over there. You know, I don't want to be driving a British-looking double-decker bus driving around the streets of somewhere that looks like San Francisco. So we'll just have to keep our eyes out for a rest stop and a service station, I think, because it is getting. If we can just keep going as long as we can, that'd be great. We need to put the mantle down. Where are we? Oh, I've got Meow at my feet. Hey, Meow. My cat meows at my feet. As we saw in that promo a little bit earlier, she was jumping up on the studio desk while I'm recording. She took a fantastic screenshot during one of the train simulator games a week or so ago. I didn't have the cameras set up, but she was playing a she took a fantastic screen cap. I got some more because people like seeing people that know me vaguely and people who know me well, they like seeing photos of Meow. There's not a person that I've met who have seen her, you know, admittedly that's not a lot of people, or have seen her photo, and I know it's a dumb thing where, you know, you'd sometimes say, oh wow, what a nice looking cat, or what a good looking cat, or what a pretty girl, or whatever, but to a person who's met her or seen photos of her or videos of her, you know, everyone says, oh, she's so cute. I put a photo up of her on Twitter this afternoon. She was on her climbing tower thingy, which is in the window. And if you look out the window, you can overlook Newcastle Harbour. So there was a magpie that flew past the window. And it was a cool reaction video of her and me as the magpie went past a couple of times. And I posted that video on Twitter, and somebody said, oh, I would like to subscribe to your cat's Instagram channel. I don't even have Instagram for me, let alone Meow. She does have her own playlist on Simulated Erk on YouTube. There's one video there at the time of recording, and what we saw there on that promo was basically that episode. But you know, there's some other things that I've got on the computer to edit, you know, of her doing cute things and whatnot, because people like to see it. Now, it must nearly be time for us to rest. It is 9:30 in the morning. We've almost been driving for 12 hours. We're starting to run low on fuel as well. We really need to find a fuel station. Hey Morgan, find me a fuel station. Oh, it doesn't work like that, does it? It's not like a hey Siri or an okay Google. Where's actually, I wonder. No, they wouldn't have made that work in here, surely. Okay Google, find me a gas station in American Truck Simulator. Hang on, what does this sign say? Report drunk drivers. I can't see anything on the map either. But how good's this scenery looking? For a game that's not really built on a modern engine, that's just had updates and updates and updates, hasn't been rebuilt recently from the ground up, it's looking pretty sweet. Again, that might be something to do with some of the mods that I'm running.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Turn left.
Okay. Oh, reduced speed ahead. That might be coming into it. Ah, there's a petrol station up there. Sweet. And we're almost fatigued as well, so... So that was good timing. Well done, Morgan Freeman.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Okay, we're in Austin. Alright, there's a...
Turn right.
Hang on.
And then continue straight.
I'll need fuel first. Hang on, Morgan. Oh, we're heading towards Carson City.
Continue straight.
Hang
and
on.
Then turn right.
Easy, Tiger.
Turn right.
Hang on. Okay, we'll turn you off. Ah, it was enter. Okay, let's look outside. Alright. Alright. Okay, there we go. Get rid of the mirrors for a minute. We'll straighten the truck up. Alright, so because I would like a nice screenshot. So there we go. Our estimated arrival now before our sleep is 12:08 AM on Friday. It's now 10:41 AM on Thursday. We've still got 695 miles to go. Let's have a look at our job, can we? We've got a load of toys heading from Vegas to Portland. We still have 42 hours and 51 minutes to go, so we've got plenty of time to have a sleep. So we'll get back. We'll get back in our truck. Just trying to get some footage as well for the introduction. Alright, so let's get back into the truck. Now we need to have a rest, and I did see a rest area over there. So alright. Rest it.
That was the longest night of my life.
You and me both, buddy. Now where's this actual rest area? Must be up a little bit further where you actually have to park. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to rest now. You are getting some rest. so let's have a look outside. I'll get back in the truck. We'll have to turn the truck around because I didn't really think of that when I was resting up. Just do a big, long, continuous.
That was the longest night of my life.
Thank you, Morgan. You and me both, my friend. Hang on, I just want to straighten the truck up. One thing about this game is that you can't, or this simulator, is that it's very hard to drive and quote unquote watch yourself drive. So you can do things like get screenshots of your driving and that sort of thing. So I just have to be content with other trucks passing me by. Oh, how good's that? Hang on. How good's that? Seriously, I just want a truck to pass me by now. This will be perfect for the opening graphics. Hang on, I just moved because I want the moon in there and I just want a truck to pass. Very relaxed here on Simulated Erk Truck Simulator. We're about to put the hammer down, 10-4. Oh, that was a car. Boo! Want a truck to drive past mine with it, with the moon right there and the old. No, that doesn't look as good. With the old diner in the background and the moon out and the old hotel sign with the arrow pointing in. Just want a truck to come past me now. Oh, that's another car. It's probably the same car that passed in the other direction. Boo. We're about to put the hammer down, 10-4. I'm actually waiting for Morgan Freeman to say, hurry up. What are you doing here? Samuel Jackson would be worse though. He'd be like, you get your ass moving, boy. He doesn't sound like that. Spoiler alert. That's another car. This is American Truck Simulator, not American Car Simulator. There's another truck, but it's not heading in my... Hang on, truck. Here we go. That's a bus. Close enough at this point. Let's go.
Turn left.
Alright. For a while, I'm going to try and drive without the navigation panel on and also just use the truck's real mirrors, or the quote-unquote real mirrors that they've got on, rather than the simulated mirrors. Just have the semi-simulated ones. Let's see how we go. Driving through the night. It is more immersive playing this way though. You actually got to look at the actual truck speedo rather than the navigation window. Well, I might stick to doing this. Every so often, if I need to stop, well, we'll figure out how far away I am and that sort of stuff. But in the meantime, I'm quite liking this. Wouldn't it be weird if, for the benefit of YouTube, I become one of those like day drivers that as soon as the sun goes down, I get off the road and go to sleep. So all of the running is in daylight, so you can actually see where the hell I'm driving. But this is, you know, fairly realistic. It's not like how in Farm Simulator, for instance, if I'm on Farm Simulator and it's at night, yeah, I'll put the headlights of the tractor on or whatever if I remember. But what I did, which I know probably doesn't happen on a real farm unless it's a really, really big, busy farm, is that for the benefit of people actually watching, and for my benefit as well, I actually floodlit all the paddocks so I can do things at night. Although, having said that, in Farm Simulator 19, they have a feature where, like in this American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, you can actually go to sleep, but it doesn't say. But it, you know, there's no penalty or tiredness or whatever if you don't go to sleep. If you work 24 hours a day in Farm Simulator, you can. But you can actually go to the farmhouse and simulate having a sleep. But this is the life of many truckers, that they drive all night and they try and sleep when they can, or when they're at, while they're being loaded up or whatever, they might be sleeping, you know, sleeping there. Yeah, not as much traffic at night. Some of the highways and freeways and motorways that I've driven on, you know, within the last few years, and there's so many trucks out there at night. It's like you don't run many, if at all, freight trains during the peak hours for trains. You if the network's mixed, it's not a dedicated freight network or it's not a dedicated passenger network, and it's mixed. But you have a lot going through. You have a lot going through in between, in the middle of the day and also at night. Now I know that generally I'm in this sort of windy sort of road. I know that I'm usually under the speed limit because I don't go pushing it at night, and with these sort of twisty, windy roads, you know, we're in a 70 mile an hour zone at the moment. You know, I'm lucky to be doing 55. It's twisty, it's windy, it's dark, I don't know the road. Looks like we've got some sort of city or small town coming up there in the distance. I haven't kept up with many of the
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Thank you, Morgan. I haven't been keeping up with any of the downloaded content, the DLCs. I haven't been keeping up with any of that. Although now you can get an expansion to drive in Idaho. I'm Idaho. Alright, so going back on the highway. One of the benefits of driving at night, I guess, is that you can see the headlights from a distance. So it's a lot easier it can be a lot easier to see if you've got a clear way or not looking in your mirrors. And realistically, when you're in the truck, you wouldn't be thinking all the time, oh gee, I've got...
Keep right. And then exit right.
Whoops. Like
Exit right.
You're not constantly thinking, oh, I've got, you know, X number of...
turn right.
You've got X number of hours to go. Like, you might keep it in the back of your head, but you're not constantly referencing, oh, I've got X number of hours to go before I arrive. Swing, 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 swing. You know, I'm on a quarter of a that could have turned out very badly. Quarter of a tank of fuel.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Turn left.
I'm going to have to look. Whoops. Oh, that was my horn. I'm going to have to look now. I want Morgan Freeman as my navigation voice on the phone. Not sure if that's possible, but... I actually did that a couple of times. You used to be able to get celebrity voices on your navigation. You probably still can, I just haven't looked. Wine Mucker, or Winnie Mucker. I'm sure I've been through here before.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Oops, right.
Turn right.
Your other right, Erk. Your other right. Alright, how are we looking? No headlights looking that way. There's a Walbert. Alrighty. So what's going on with Simulated Erk? Where are we at mid-August 2020? What's come back and what hasn't? This is the first episode of American Truck Simulator back. I'll do an episode soon of Euro Truck Sim. The train simulators are going well. Train simulators just had episode 50 recorded. Train Sim World is about to have some new episodes, including the London Underground. I'll be starting X-Plane soon, so doing flight navigation, flight simulation for the first time. Seriously, that'll be good. I've got into a couple of new games that are slow paced, but very, very different. They've got like a relaxed pace, like Truck Sim in some ways. Train Station Renovation and Bus Mechanic Simulator, both very similar in sort of concept. Pretty much does what it says on the tin in terms of what the games are actually about. So those games are quite relaxing. Farm Sim's back with Farm Sim 19. That's back soon. Probably in the next month or so we'll get back into the bus and driving games. As I said, I might just set up the controllers for a couple, or set up the steering wheel and pedals for a couple of weeks and just whack a series out.
Keep right.
We're heading to Boise. I've been to Boise. Whack a series out of that. The sports ball games or sims will be back a little bit later on. What else do I have? Flight sims coming up with X-Plane, and a little bit later on Microsoft Flight Simulator 20. That will be cool. Farm Simulator's back. That's episode 33 is the latest one that I've recorded with that. So things are cool. A couple of cameras set up that I'll use from time to time. And I'm also doing a series of real life snippets. Real life snippets as well, one of which I'll put at the, or one that's relevant to trucking I'll put at the end of this episode, so you'll be able to see what they look like. But I've been incorporating real life elements and simulated elements together, so that's been quite cool as well. So things are happening. And plus, as I mentioned, in the real world, I'm just about to start a month's serious training and upskilling, which will be quite good, and I'll take some time to head down and work hard and have all this extra training, and then get used to my new routine. And as I was chatting with a friend online a little bit earlier, the new normal. The new normal for me now is living in an apartment on the 8th floor overlooking Newcastle Harbour, living with my cat. That's my new that's my new normal. Slow down, we're going a bit hot into this curve, 50 mile an hour curve here. You know, that's my new normal. You know, I don't live in Western Sydney caring for my mum anymore. You know, she's in a nursing home, and the professionals are doing what's best for her at this stage, and what's best for her at the stage is you know, professional help. And looks like we're coming up to another city or another town, so we'll slow down and follow the directions of Mr. Morgan Freeman. McDermott is our... Now, I'm not sure if Irving's a real... The Say Hen. No, I don't really need a rest. I don't really need fuel. Say Hen Casino. Am I leaving Nevada? Welcome to Oregon! So we are in our destination state now. We are in Oregon. We've passed through the outlying areas of Nevada after starting in Vegas. And we've got road work up here. Oh, we got road work or an accident. I'm going to slow down anyway. Let's just give them plenty of room. Now, I partly did that like that for a little bit of realism, and also to get some low-speed driving shots for the introduction. So the sun's about to come up. I've got no idea what actual time it is. But we're in Oregon now, so that's must be about 6 o'clock in the morning. A snow zone. Don't look like we're going to get any snow for the moment. We're about to get the hammer down 10-4. I'm pretty sure that's not the song, but... motoring along nicely at the moment. And obviously, when you're driving in a truck and driving by yourself, you're not describing everything you're doing. You've probably got some music on, some podcasts. I know I listen to a lot of podcasts when I'm driving the car on a road trip. You know, got the tunes on. Before having something like a like podcast, we're coming up to junction first
In
route 78.
0.1 miles, turn left.
Okay. I can bypass the way station. Thank you.
Turn left.
We're heading to Burns. I was saying Burns. I was saying Burns. So we've got a truck limit of 60 now. Open range. Be nice if I could steer straight for... for 5 seconds, so I can get... I'm just trying to get some footage for my introduction. We're about to get the hammer down. 10-4. Now, I think I'll have to zoom in when I stop. The fuel gauge is next to the speedo, I think. Looks like I'm half full. Hang on, we'll go on this straight bit. Yep. So the fuel gauge is immediately above my speedo. Let's quickly get a... Whoops. Whoops. That's what happens. That's what happens when you try and get screen caps and screenshots for your introduction. So what we're going to do, we're just going to park on the side of the road for a minute, let the AI do its thing. Oh, that'd be good, the American school bus. Hang on. Alright, now I have a couple of trucks coming. We'll get a... Can we... So now, can we? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this. I know this takes a little bit of time, but it's a popo. Whoops. I wish you could get out of the truck. Can you do that? Get out of the truck and... Don't think you can. Get out of the truck and walk around. Just turn the engine off. Because the actual sound won't matter for the promo anyway. Just after the video. Well, that was an actual Greyhound bus because of the mod that I added to add realistic. Oh, here we go. Oh, I like this. Just playing around with some camera angles, don't mind me. So it's sort of spectator mode, but you've really got to be parked for this to work for what I want it for. Now I'm just waiting for a truck before I change the camera angle. How lonely would it be to be out here right now, how we are in the middle of the desert somewhere in Oregon? We'll wait till that big truck around the corner comes past us. It's another bus. Right, we'll change. Oh, this low down camera angle. I like that. That's not bad. No, I don't really like that for what I'm using it for, unless there's a truck coming past us, which we haven't actually seen. That one. Haven't really seen a truck actually go past us for a while. Just all trucks. There's some popo. As a truck, as a bus rather, Greyhound. So that mod worked with the real life buses. More popo. So that mod worked. That's not standard truck simulator popo. Oh, we'll do some emergency services role players as well. Speaking of popo, truck coming up. Alright, let's get in the truck. Before we do that, we've still got 21 hours 10. Let's go, hang on, no, that's not the one I'm after. So it's 8:30 on Friday morning. We're almost tired again. We've got a half a tank of fuel. We're expected in 20 past 3 or 7 hours driving time, which I don't think we'll be able to get in on what that shot. Oh, okay. Hang on. This could be interesting. Fair few cars. Let's see, which was that? Yeah, that one. So we'll wait for another couple of trucks and then get on the road, eh? Oh, I'm starting to feel tired. Okay. Message received loud and clear. The fake yawn hasn't changed in how many episodes? Oh, speaking of that, while we're just sitting here getting some images. Let's have a look. Stop looking at Jeff Faviano's channel. Look at your own. Playlist. Now, we go down to American Truck Simulator. American Truck Simulator, 15 videos. The last one was episode 15. And when was that? Oh, October 2018. Whoops. October 2018 was the last episode. Episode 15. Welcome back. Welcome to Oregon. Simulated Erk returns to his simulated truck after a simulated holiday and heads towards Simulated Oregon. It is a new territory on American Truck Simulator. And that was from October 2018. So it's been a while. The Popo is certainly out and about. Alright, let's get back in the truck. Our little interruption was nice. Would rather have not caused damage to the truck. But getting back to the swing of things, and as you saw, October 2018 was my last episode, so the latter bit of 2018, the early bit of 2019 would have been the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League commentary season, which would have taken me through to March 2019. Soon after that, I changed roles, went to the new place of employment, did training, had some critical incidents. And I was doing men's hockey commentary in that time as well. October 2019 until February. Is that a hot air balloon over there? February 2020 would have been the peak of Mum's health issues that I was dealing with, and plus women's hockey season from October 2019 to February 2020, and then February till May would have been preparing to move and moving to Newcastle, which is where I am now. And May, June. Wow, yeah, I moved in here the end of You are getting tired. You need to find a parking spot. Morgan Freeman, parking spot. Find me, please. Rest stop, please, Morgan. I moved up here. The end of May, I took possession here. I took the lease the end of May. So really from about November to May, I was moving. By the time that I finished moving, would have been the end of May, early June. Sorry, no. Yeah, end of May, early June. So I've been here end of May, June, July, and we're in mid to late August. We're in Burns, mid to late August. I need to find a rest stop up here somewhere. I think there's one coming up that I can see. So the map only comes out when you're feeling tired.
Continue straight.
Not for the red traffic light, I'm not. So I will need to fill up. So I'll do that now, because I don't know when I'm going to see the next service station. I am down under half a tank. So end of May, June, July, and now we're into August. So
That was the longest night of my life.
you got that right. June, July, August. So I'm coming up in a few days to my 3 monthsy. Alright, fuel tank is full. Can we have a look at the map? Let's have a look at the map. Where am I? I'm in Burns. Yes, I'm in Burns. There's a rest stop on the right coming up. I thought I killed that music.
Turn left.
You got it, Morgan Freeman. Nothing coming that way. Nothing coming that way. Hey, is that an actual... it is a chevron. So that mod did work too with the real... chevron. No.
Keep left. And pin. Turn left. Turn left.
Yes, Mr. Morgan Freeman. I am turning left now. I turn left now. So we can have a rest up here. I thought it was Chevron, but that's Chevron. That's the generic. Hang on. So the rest stop should be just up here a little bit on the right hand side. I don't want to end up in that rest area, the cemetery. Dreading that. Don't want to end up there. Can't go in there. I'm getting tired. Yes, I'm aware of that. Is this a rest area? Yep. Alright. Stop the engine. Let's have a quick look outside. Oh gee, I haven't done a real good job of parking the truck, have I? We'll go and park up properly. Oops. Alright. Yes, I have a place to rest. Can I rest here? Is it not letting me? It's not letting me rest here. Maybe I need to be over there a little bit further. Alright, let's park up. Park responsibly. Alright. Not the best parking job in the world. Oh, there's a BRT over there. So not the best parking job in the world, but we are out of the way. And let's have a sleep. Is that fire truck been there the whole time? Alright, we've got a full tank of fuel. We're fully rested. We shouldn't be that far from Portland.
That was the longest night of my life.
You're going to have to get used to those if you're going to keep coming on with me, boy. Simulated Erk. Starring Simulated Erk. Guest voice, Morgan Freeman. Guest navigation voice, Morgan Freeman. Alright, jeez, look at that passing parade of trucks. Alright, let's go.
Continue straight.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do that fake yawn. I just woke up. I'm not going to have to do much work with the show notes. I just copy and paste a lot what I did for the last episode and just add that I had Morgan Freeman as my navigation voice. How good's that? Now coming into Riley.
Keep right.
10-4. It is frustrating though when you're driving along the road and you've got the navigation on. In my case, it's usually just Google Maps. And let's say that you have set your route, say from here to the ice rink, for instance, and you've set the route, and you see on the way, you see your fast food of choice, whether it be KFC, Macca's, whatever your fast food of choice is, or you just happen to know that it's on your route, so you have to take a little bit of a deviation, off your route to get the fast food that you want, or fill up with fuel or whatever, and then you get back on your route and you go to wherever they're trying to navigate you to, and you hear the voice saying, "At the next intersection, turn left." I said, "At the next intersection, turn left. At the next intersection, turn left." Now, it'd be nice if you were able to say, "Hang on a minute, I'm going to the servo," or "I'm going to Macca's," or whatever, and say, this could even be possible, I don't know, but if you were to say out loud to your navigation device, dropping into the servo, going to the bottle-o, need to find a toilet, and then the navigation hears what you're saying, and then it automatically reroutes you without having to say, "Okay Google, please can you reroute me to the nearest public toilet?" Or please Google, please direct me to the nearest gas station. It'd be nice if you just said, "Oi Google, need to go to Dunny." Gee, I'm sounding really Australian in this episode, aren't I? "Oi Google, go on the Dunny. Need to find a Dunny. You know where the Dunny is? Need to go to the toilet." That'd be funny. And what's even freakier, like I'm driving, where I'm driving and all that sort of stuff, and it's dark. It's dark on the screen, but also around me, I'm in the Simulated Erk studio at Erk Tower, and the light conditions at the moment, because I'm recording this late at night, at the moment it's just coming up to 10 PM local time. I'm recording this. I'm in complete darkness, with the exception of what the computer monitor and the clock next to me is throwing out. So at this stage in the episode, where I am in reality and where I am simulated, the lighting conditions are basically the same. And this does really feel it does feel really good that the lighting conditions in game and in studio are pretty much the same. What have we got up here flashing? Welcome to Bend.
Continue straight. Continue straight.
Wasn't sure where this guy was going in front of me. I was committed for the intersection by the time the light changed, but I did back off because I saw this guy coming out of the side straight. So I just lifted off. But overall, I'm enjoying being back in Simulated Erk World. Gotta say, compared to some other stages during the times where I was...
Continue straight.
Thank you, Morgan. Compared to the times...
Keep right. And then turn.
Whoa! Oh, I got busted by the Popo for speeding. 14 miles over.
Turn right.
I forgot about that. They don't actually pull you over, but they flash the lights and they turn the siren on and... Oh, there's a actual BP shop. Actual BP service station. Wow, that's cool. So the mod did work a little bit. Hang on, where are you going? Considering all the time that I was actually speeding and moderately speeding, to only get busted for that little bit.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Okay. Must do get the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice for the next episode. Wrong one. We got some road work or something up here.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Can I exit right?
Exit right.
Nah, the exit's closed. I can't. The exit's closed. Wow, I'll check that out. The exit's closed, so I can't. I've got to get rerouted.
That was the longest night of my life.
Oh, settle down. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. We've been going straight because it's rerouted me. We'll move over because we'll have to probably exit Salem, so we're close.
Keep left.
Hang on, keep left. Can we go through Beaverton? Through the Tron? So we'll just coast in. Hopefully the light will be good.
Continue straight.
Yep, there we go. That was well driven. This is fantastic. Really enjoying being back in this game. I wasn't sure that I would. But it's been a nice change from the train games that I've been playing a lot of lately. There's an ambulance. Oh, gee.
Continue straight.
Almost needed an ambulance. This episode's taken a bit longer than I thought it would, but it's a long way from Vegas to Portland. Hopefully we'll be there soon. We've got a rest area coming up, won't need it. We just drifted in the other lane, lucky there was nobody around. Couldn't see anybody in the mirror. Right, it ends there. Jane, it's been a long day. I did a Simulated Erk train simulator episode that went for over 3 hours, but some of that stuff's got to be edited out. But then again, that was a milestone episode. That was episode 50. This one's gone for nearly 2 hours. By the time I get to Portland, it'll be about 2 hours. So I've spent about 5 hours on. We got some popo up here.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Turn left.
So about, hang on, tight, you got this. About 5 hours of sitting in a simulated seat, driving various simulated things today, in 2 long episodes. So yeah, starting to feel a bit tired, but real tired, not simulated tired. But it's been fun. I'm on leave at the moment, so I'm just relaxing, do this sort of stuff. Just ease through these curvy bits. Uh, just what you want to see at the end of a trip. These little windy 20 mile an hour, even though it says you can be doing 60, the advisory signs say you should be doing 20. I'm doing about 30. Actually, what I might do the next episode, take a long job on the next episode, but do daylight only. So, of course, that depends on when you start the job as well, I guess. But do a daylight run, and as soon as it's night time, pull over. You know, find a rest stop, pull over, and then by the time you finish sleeping, drive for the whole day. Because I don't want 50 episodes where I'm just driving at night. Feels like a steep hill based on the sound of the engine. I'm still in quick job mode. I haven't done the thing where some people do. They go and buy a truck and all that sort of thing. I'm just basically so I can drive a variety of trucks, I guess, and a variety of loads. So we'll finish this episode in Portland when we deliver these toys, and then on the next episode, whenever that will be, we'll go from Portland and we'll deliver somewhere else. Who knows, by then I might even get the Idaho expansion pack and drive to Idaho. I'm in Idaho! But do it in the daytime. Be a day driver. Be nothing worse than you try.
Right.
Thank you.
Then continue straight.
Be nothing worse than driving all night and then having to sleep in the day in the middle of a
Continue straight.
hot truck stop, noisy. You know, I suppose as a trucker you'd get used to it. You'd have your aircon and everything like that, possibly. I know I've heard some blokes talking on the radio where they've, drive the refrigerator trucks and say they've got to keep the refrigeration unit on all the time when they stop so things don't melt in the back. We're going to be going up a steep hill here, according to the signs.
In 0.1 miles, turn right. Turn right.
Alright. We must be close. So we're approaching the junction of I-84. Finally we see a sign that says to Portland.
In 0.1 miles, Turn left. Turn left.
Oh, we're heading west still. I've got no idea which direction we've been heading. So it's good that we've actually seen a sign that says to Portland, so we're not that far now, hopefully. Yes, I'm working on it. Our customer expects delivery very soon. I expect not to die because I'm tired. We're not that far out, surely. I know I did spend a little bit of time, you know, in the middle of the desert trying to get some footage for my introductions. But apart from that, we've been in the ballpark of the speed limit. We haven't been, you know, driving 5 miles an hour in an 80 zone. Way station coming up on the right. Okay, we need to go to the way station.
That was the longest night of my life.
Easy, Tiger. Okay, so we need to pull up at the way station. Okay, we passed. So it's almost 4 AM on Saturday. How are we going? Whoops, wrong one. We're due in an hour. We're still 51 minutes away, so we're tight, but hour in game time, I should point out, not an hour in game time, I should say, not an hour in, not an hour in real time. So we're on the fringes of Portland. PDX. Gee, 2014 was the last time I was in Portland in PDX. It's 2020 now. That would have been on my last year of international travel in 2014. Sounds like a train nearby. I can't see one. You are entering Portland. Portland discovered. I thought I'd already discovered it, but I forgot about how you discover towns. I want to go to Vancouver. It's funny, first time you go to Portland and you see all these signs saying to Vancouver, and so you know you're not that close. Right. You know you're not that close to the Canadian border, but there is actually a Vancouver. Whoops, wrong one. There is a Vancouver very close to Portland, not the Canadian Vancouver. It spun me out the first time I went to Portland, like seeing all these signs for Vancouver, and I was told, no, that's the American Vancouver, just on the other side of the river, in Washington. I think it's in Washington State. If not, it's very close to being in Washington State. Off the top of my head, Portland Airport, PDX, great little airport. Love Portland, it's also got some great people in it. Too bad I can't get back there anytime soon, but would be nice.
Keep right. Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
Looks like we can go now. Wow, that's cool. Must take a screen cap of that. Let's go. Don't you go anywhere, Mr. Truck. Green light you do not has.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Keep left.
Turn left.
We'll let him go. And we're gonna turn. Oh, I can hear trains. Oh, we're gonna see a train, you guys. The ultimate crossover. Okay, waiting for the train. Come on. Oh, it's the Max! The Portland Light Rail System, the Max, and that's what it actually looks like. How sweet! Oh, wow. That's awesome! And we have arrived. Oh, I am good. My eyes are... I've arrived.
Honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan Freeman. Thank you. we have arrived at our destination. Here we are. Yo, beauty! I was late. I was 15 minutes late. Waiting for that train. So we're on level 11. I was 15 minutes late after all that. 1,027 miles, 51 hours of driving. Long distance delivery bonus. Now gone up to level 11. And how good. Anywho, I've been Simulated Erk, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
There are those who would like to see you fail in your journey. That's not going to happen on my watch. Let's go.
Can we stop for ice cream, Bart? Can we stop for ice cream? Oh, it's the Max! Ho 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 ho! The Portland Light Rail system, the Max, and that's what it actually looks like. How sweet! Into May, June, July, and now we're into August, so...
That was the longest night of my life.